All right, welcome to 16.4, Angles of Triangles. So this whole unit's been about angles, and now we're going to put them in triangles, right? Supplementary, right? What does supplementary mean? It means it has to add up to 180. So this angle over here is 134 degrees because they're adjacent along a straight line, but any 134 degree angle is supplementary to that 46 degree angle. It doesn't have to be next to it. Do the next one. We have an angle that's 4x plus 8. We have another angle that's 20, and they have to add up to 180. So the x there has to be 32, right? The actual angle is 4 times 32 plus 8, which is hopefully 160 because, right, it has to be 160 plus 20 makes 180 for the straight line. So what does those angles have to be? If they're all x, they all have to be the same. The three interior angles of a triangle always add up to 180. Interior means inside. An interior decorator decorates the inside of houses. So you could do this other ways, but I'm going to write an equation. So those three angles have to add up to 180. They do in every single triangle in the universe. So that x has to be 110 degrees, an obtuse angle, right? An angle more than 90. It has to be exactly 110. So try the next one. Pause. Right? That's a 90-degree angle. You need to know that. Oh, that can't be. Oh my goodness. Look at that mistake I just made. No, there's definitely a mistake there. Oh yeah, 52. Right? And it's like 152 can't make any sense. Right? If they're all x, x plus x plus x is 3x. There's only one triangle where all the angles are the same. And in that triangle, they are all 60 degrees. This is called an equal angular, that means equal angles, or equilateral is probably what your elementary school teacher called it. It's both of those. And an equilateral triangle has all three sides the same, all three angles the same, and those angles all have to be 60 degrees because the angles have to add up to 180 in all triangles. Right? So we know that this must be a total of 180 degrees, right? So if a straight line has 180 degrees and a triangle has 180 degrees, can I make a triangle out of those three angles, right? There are three angles here. There's one there, there's another one over there, and there's another one there. Can I make a triangle out of all that? Let's see. Yeah, they perfectly make a triangle because they add up to 180 degrees. right? These were more than 108 degrees, and so we have this extra bit here, so they don't form a triangle. All right, so we have interior angles. We also can have exterior angles. The word exterior means outside. So this angle here is outside the triangle. It's an exterior angle. You can make an exterior angle by lengthening any of the sides. There are many different exterior angles here. And so this exterior angle, it says, has to equal the sum of the non-adjacent interior angles. Well, this one there is adjacent. It's next to it. So that can't be it. It's the sum of the non-adjacent, the other ones. Well, that's these two, right? They're the non-adjacent interior angles. And it turns out the question mark there, yeah, it must be 150 degrees. Now, this is a theorem that you're going to memorize in high school, but you could actually figure this out, right? Inside, they must add up to 180. 80 plus 70 is 150. So this one, right, has to be 30, right? They have to equal 180 inside. They also have to equal 180 along the straight line. And the only number that can make both of those happen is this 30, all right? So that was 30, and though this one out here is 150. All right, try the next one. So this is an exterior angle, and it must equal the sum of the two non-adjacent interior angles. Well, that's the adjacent one. It must equal the sum of the other two. It has to equal 138 degrees, right? And the reason is the same. The reason because this one has to add up to 180 with those, and it has to add up to 180 with those. If you want to figure it out, X there, I'll call it, is what? 42 degrees. All right, so you're going to find X here. So there's the exterior angle, and it must equal the sum of these non-adjacent ones. So 2x plus 40. Yeah, X must be 40 degrees. Try this one. There's our exterior angle. So A and B are the non-adjacent interior angles. This is the exterior angle, and these are the non-adjacent interior angles. C is adjacent. How do you get rid of a fraction coefficient? You multiply by the reciprocal,